unite. We are one. We are Rabid.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome, Rabid here, and it is Saturday. We're ready to roll, talk about some stuff, and so on. So let's do it. Did that even work? I don't even know if that worked. Did that work? Let me know. Rabid Mini G, what's up, my friend? What's going on? How's everyone doing? Scrolling up, we're gonna do a quick roll call here. I know Mr. Fudweiser is racing home. Don't get in any crazy accidents. So we got Dan Ruggs horse coin. How many rug pulls can you do on a coin until they finally give up? That's all he does is rugging every day, every week at least. Anyway, every time he's here. We got Skirm, what's going on? Albadetta's Joke Buckus, Wasted Dad. Whoa, that's crazy a little bit. Rud Putz, what's happening? Ogre MGTOW. Alexander Fleener, what's happening? Oh, here we are, Mr. Fudweiser. Yeah, let that echo play out a little bit there, huh? Scrolling through. The Pirate, what is going on? Best YouTube, what's happening? Sherlock's Just a Miner. Tech Man, what's happening today? Yeah, today's Saturday, so you're not at the casino. Awesome. Belay, both you and Soda going live at the same time. Yeah, I did not know that Sun was going live, but I guess he is. So yeah, he's also live right now by the looks of things. What do we got here? Scrolling through. Lenthar, what's happening, Lenthar? Jock McMiner UK, what's happening? Raptor Hash is another good community pool as well, and profit switching GR algos and pays in RTM. That's very true. Okay, what do we got? Scrolling. You guys are talking away. Oh, Serpent X, thank you for sending the stream on over. Hope you guys had a good stream earlier today. We got At the Potato. Okay, scrolling. 2720 crypto. I need some RabidMining today. Drop that intro. Johnny Walker, what's happening? Little Time Mining. Retro Mike Crypto, what's happening? Harold, Little Time Mining. The Pirate again. Fudweiser's almost home. Okay, we got, oh, it just jumped on me. What's going on? So we got AMA Tube. What's happening, AMA Tube? Is that a bot? Are you real? Robert Ivaro, best scroll. All right, we got everyone. Galaxy Ninthesis, Magic Lucky, Geno Miner. How's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? Welcome. So we got, I guess, a couple things to talk about. One would be, I'm sure you guys heard about the ZIL thing. So I've been getting DMs from pools. They're not very happy, I guess. But, regardless, in the end, as miners, we go to who pays us the most amount. And when it comes to ZIL, it currently looks like Crazy Pool is giving us, almost twice or even more than twice the amount, depending what you're mining on or with, more ZIL than everyone else. So whatever, if people want to go where the profits are, that's the end of the story. That's pretty much where it ends. So Flexpool was telling me, though, that if you go to their website, it shows their actual fees. So that's not 100% accurate. On their thing here, it does say 3% plus shared node operating costs. Shared node. So, that's like saying, well, we're charging this, but we're also adding on this amount that you can't see. So we don't know how much it costs. Now, upon further investigations and talking stuff, it sounds like ZIL is obviously a very expensive pool to have running. But the other thing I was not aware about, I don't know if it's, 100% true, but it sounds like you can only use AWS. It doesn't make sense in my mind, but maybe that's how it works. How can you only use one provider to be able to support something like that? So that's 100% centralized if true, if you're only allowed to use AWS for ZIL mining. So what 100% is hanging on AWS? How is that? That's crazy. Yeah, and exactly. AWS is expensive. They're charging the crap out of you. So I don't know. Maybe someone should get a hold of the Flux team there and say, hey, we need a ZIL to run on Flux or something. I don't know. They're promoting as being super cheap and able to run anything. There's a good test. Let's try that. No idea. But, there must be other providers or something else to figure out. Find something that's cheaper if it costs so much. And if obviously you can't run at a loss forever, you're going to go broke. So maybe just quit ZIL. I don't know. Have to pick some type of option out there, but it's pretty crazy. Blame Canada. Big red flag there. Yeah, I don't know. I was not aware about the whole only AWS thing across ZIL. Is this something like, I know ZIL is like a POS network and the mining only hits every little bit here. If I come into ZIL, actually, if I come into Crazy Pool, next ZIL round is when? 2 minutes ago. So I just missed one. So it happens every X amount of time. So we just have to wait. I think it's like anywhere between every hour upwards to every 3 hours. So who knows? But if you can only host your nodes on one entity, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Zelco only supports wrapped ZIL. Interesting, but is there a way to implement it? If you're supposed to be the network to be able to run everything, that's what I'm trying to say. There should be a way to allow this to run on Flux or something. If you want to compete with AWS, it sounds like AWS is the only thing that can run ZIL. So maybe that would be a competitor thing to do, is try to run ZIL to compete with AWS. I don't know. We'll see. Hey DJ, what's happening? What's going on over there? Zelco only supports RAP-C. So another thing, we heard about the whole Nexa ordealio here. So actually, let's go back into the ZIL here. We come into here. It looks like Crazy Pool actually updated their fee now. They are stating they're 10% on theirs, but everyone else is saying 1. Now, another thing is saying that a lot of these pools, they say they're not associated with mining pool stats. So I don't know, mining pool stats just added them. Like I know when the O11 data pool was released, I just went in there and put the pool out URL in. So I guess any random person can just slam in a pool URL, and that's all you need to get listed on mining pool stats. So who knows? They say they aren't part of that, so I have no idea. I don't know where all these stats are being pulled from. There could be other stuff going on. We have no idea. But it looks like Crazy Pool did move up into 3rd place now over Shard Pool. It's a very tight race, 1.49 to 1.43, but they did actually list at 10%. So we'll see if any of these other ones change over time or not, and where hash rate ends up. But, you know, in the end, it does come down to who's giving me the most amount per hash. And currently, it looks like Crazy Pool is for ZIL. And I still got to test K1 Pool. I haven't yet. I haven't tested Shard Pool or whatever this one's called, GTA, that one.org. I first did that, I thought it was like Geth when I did that video, but regardless, doesn't matter. There's that other pool right there. So, you know, we're going to have to test all these. I believe Panda's going to be doing some testing too. He has a lot more pools, so we'll see how his results turn out. Now, if all these pools catch on, that Panda's going to be doing this test as well, and they're probably all going to drop everything to 0% fees or something and say, oh, look, they're all the same. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll be fun times in the following week or so coming up. So that's interesting. Good stuff here. Let's just go over my current profits now on ZIL just to see what they're looking like now. So if I go into rewards, I currently in the last 24 hours, I am at 31.36 ZIL. That's from 24 hours from right now to 24 hours ago. So that's kind of predicts. So in an hour from now, it'll be an hour from there to 23 hours from exactly right now, because it goes exactly 24 hours previously from now. So if we go into last month, it actually gives you previous days. So here's when I first started, 22. So it was like 3/4 of a day, then a full day, 36, full day, 41. And currently I'm working on this day, which is saying 27 so far today. So we can see that this is up. Like I'm not even I'm like halfway through the day right now, and I'm already like almost 10 ZIL more than what I was always previously getting between EZIL and Flex. So, you know, in the end, it comes down to where we're getting the most amount of ZIL per hash, and this is where it's looking like it's coming from. So this is where my rigs currently are. They have my hash rate because they're paying me more. I don't care how much these pools have to pay for their fees. I'm a miner. We care about profits. That's all we care about. If we're getting, you know, some pools giving us less coins, why mine there? That's just the way I look at it. What do we got here? Good morning, everyone. You have 0 ZIL. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, guys. So another thing, we got Nexa. We got more Nexa pools coming out now. There was supposed to be a Rabid Nexa pool, but it looks like there's so many pools now. I don't know if I'm still going to make that a thing or not, because all the hash rate is starting to spread across other much well-known pools. So we got Wooly Poolies in the game now. He's at 810 gigahash. We do have Viper here. Now, Viper, if you're unfamiliar, they recently released that pool, but this is wrong. They said supposedly their pool fees are actually at 0.5% and 0.8 or something for solo. Let's have a look at that. Where's my Discord? Let's jump into Nexa here. Where's Nexa? Where's their announcements? General, news. Let's just see what they're saying here. So, yeah, right here. Can you guys see that? Let's just kind of bounce in that a little closer. So right here it says attentions, Viper Pool has moved to their production servers because it was kind of like a beta thing earlier. And now they have lowered their fee to 0% for the, oh crap, they updated it again. So it's 0% pool and 0% for solo. So there is 0% pool fees here. Minus, looks like Asia might be 0.5, or I guess, what is this? Stratums in USA, EARS, South America, Brazil, and Asia is 0.5 pool fee. So I don't know what's going on. Here it says 0%, and then here's 0.5. So I just say treat it like a 0.5%. So that would be the lowest pool fee here, unless anyone has 0. Looks like Moscow has 0.5. So anyway, Viper, I'm going to try them out sometime here. I don't know what happened. Why did something die or something? What happened? Everyone left. So it's going to be hard. People that come to mining pool stats, they look, and you guys can't see that screen. And they say, oh, look, all the hash rates here. I'm going there. And, you know, they kind of bypass everything else. But in previous tests, Raptorium, pretty much any coin I have mined, I've always found, if you go to a pool that's hanging out at probably about 55 plus hash rate across a coin, it's paying you less. And I've found this out in every single pool over time. So how this works is pretty much, yes, they're finding a crap ton of blocks. Look at this. Oh, they're finding so many blocks. There's so much hash rate. It must be a good pool because that's where everyone's going. But, you know, per hash that you're sending to the pool, they're paying you less because they're actually not finding enough blocks to cover all the hash rate versus lower pools. So you're getting paid more per hash. Yes, you have to be a little more patient. You got to wait a little longer for the blocks to be found, but you're getting a much larger chunk of that block on a smaller pool. And over time, it actually does work out to be more rewards. Now, in theory, you can do the whole thing, solo mining versus pool mining versus smaller pool and large pool. Over 20 years, it'll eventually work out to be the same. But overall, so far, you know, over a month, over a couple months, it always turns out to be the second, third, or fourth place pools always end up giving you more rewards over X amount of months and weeks and so on. So I always like to choose, you know, secondary pools over this guy. And a lot of miners don't really understand how that works. They just see the numbers, say that must be the best way to go because that's where everyone is. That's 100% wrong. And that's not decentralized, and that hurts a coin also. So a couple little key points to put there. Wait, what's a profit? Yeah, what's a profit? I don't know. I haven't heard of this thing for a while. Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. So for those of you guys in Canada, our Bitcoin is over 31,000. BTC hit 31K. USD, that is 23,000. Now, actually, I should just go to this one right here. I got my likes here. Let's take a look at here. Look at the 24-hour change. Bitcoin is seeing a 8.23% increase. Dogecoin 5.21, Litecoin is at 2.8, Monero 2.9, Helium is actually up 4.6%, Ravencoin, which is a shocker to me. I saw this yesterday, it was 17%. I was like, whoa, Ravencoin, someone poked that Raven pretty hard with a stick because it actually woke up. I thought this was pretty much a dead coin, but it looks like stuff is happening. Now, is it gonna stay happening? I have no idea. It's a gamble, but Ravencoin is seeing some movement. Look at the 30 days, 47%. Nice. Chia is up 10%. There's some crazy stuff going on with Chia right now. If you're unfamiliar, I don't know really what's going on 100%. I'm still trying to figure it out because anywhere you look, you get something different. So you may have heard that there's more compressed plots coming out across the Chia blockchain. That means you can fit more plots per hard drive, which would be like awesome. And this goes very back to the whole LHR unlocking. Everyone thinks more hash, more plots, more rewards. Well, this is actually going to hurt you more because yes, you can fit more plots, but you're going to be getting paid less per plot because the difficulty is pretty much, I guess, depending on how much it compresses, it sounds like it could be double, maybe triple, will go up 2 or 3x. So the difficulty is going to shoot up. On top of that, yes, you can now, or it's going to come, I think it might be a thing now, you can now plot with GPUs, which makes the process like 20-second plot times or something crazy fast. So you can plot extremely fast to get those up. But to maintain a compression, it sounds like you may have to keep, depending on the size of your plots, a GPU online to continue farming. Now that opened up the floodgate that GPUs may be able to do spoofing and wreck the network and stuff like that with fake plots. It also adds in a whole bunch of extra power consumption to maintain a GPU on top of Chia. In my mind, Chia is profitable right now because it hardly uses 6 to 8 watts per 12 terabyte hard drive. That's why it's profitable. It doesn't use any power. You start adding a GPU to this mix, now your difficulty's up, the profitability is coming down per plot, and now you're adding more power onto this. Chia is going to die. It's probably time to start moving to a new project, if that's kind of how it plays out that way. I don't know. Again, depending where you look, there's a whole bunch of different information, speculations on it. We'll get more on that once we figure out what the heck is actually going on in Chia. Moving on, we got Flux at 4.6%. We got Ergo at 2.5%. And Nervous is at 3.5. And we got Raptorium is up 1%. And that's awesome. Let's take a look at from the all-time high. So Bitcoin now is actually only 66% from its all-time high. What was it? 80% a couple weeks ago, 70% last week, and now we're at 66. Next week, we're going to be at like in the 50%, halfway up there. That'd be awesome. That'd be pretty sweet. We got Dogecoin's 88% from the all-time high. Litecoin's at 77, Monero's at 67, Helium is still 94% away, Raven's from 89, Chia is 97% away. We got Flux at 79% from the all-time high, Ergo is 90%, Nervous is at 92, and Raptorium is still 97% away from its previous all-time high. So if you're familiar where if you're curious where I'm getting the sheet, this is obviously on my website, RabidMining.com. So check it out if you want to check that out. Anyway, some nice little stats we kind of ran through there. Can you mine ZIL plus ETC on Crazy Pool? Yes, I did. I dropped that video today on how to do that because some of you guys are having issues. So here it is, how to mine with Ipollos and GPUs. The GPU side is with the Ipollos there. But, you know, a lot of it is you guys are messing up. So let's just do a quick rundown. For ETC mining, for Ipollos, you got to use the Ethereum Classic address. So this is the address you got to use for your Ipollos, and then it will do a mine with ZIL as well. You put your ETC address, period, ZIL address, period, then your worker name in the address section there, and you'll be up and mining here. Make sure you use that password of X. Now, if you're on a GPU, you're going to have to go into the ZIL side and use a different port. You do actually have to use the ZIL side for this for GPUs. It's the same address, but the port is different at 5005, where on ETC it is 7000. So that's pretty much the only difference between Ipollos and GPUs, but make sure you do that. Like Bitcoin, ETH is also 66% away from all-time high. Yeah, ETH is seeing some nice gains as well. They're working on their sharding. Remember, all that stuff is still locked up. It'll be interesting to see what happens once they finally do unlock it. Are people going to take profits? Are they not going to take profits? Who knows? Well, yeah, my keyboard just likes them. Bitcoin over science. I change coins so often, I usually just stay with one with the most hash rate. Algorithms driving, stay with the traffic lights. Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at what to mine. I was kind of looking at this morning. Let's do a quick calculation again, update it. Notice this website or its third-party tools, it uses cookies and yada yada. I thought there's something crazy happening, but no, nothing happening. So 11 cents per kilowatt hour on RTX 3070. Looks like Caspa almost in the profitability mark at -1 cent. So it's almost break even at 11 cents. Not bad. So remember in the past, we were looking at this. We're saying, break even on these coins was about 6 to 7 cent power. Now it looks like we're almost break even at 11 cent power, which means we're having a swing. Now I did do a video on this previously, and just like everyone says, GPU mining, everyone hates everything. So, GPU mining is not profitable, never be profitable, it's dead, yada, yada, yada. But the whole point of the video was nothing to do with, is it profitable or not? It's like, it's saying the profitability is slowly picking up. We started at a baseline after the merge of 6 cent power for a break even across most coins. We are moving up now to almost 11 cents power for us to break even. Now we're still not even yet. So let's just take a look here. Actually, what's 9 cent power? Let's see if 9 cent power is looking like. So 9 cent power, we're profitable. We're hitting profit levels on Radiant, Caspa, and Lithium with 9 cent power. Now it's kind of funny. Now remember these coins. Remember Caspa and Lithium? They were dual mineable coins when you could always strictly mine it alone. But before everyone was mining a Lithium and Caspa, it was you're mining ETC or something with this dual mining. And now it seems like if you were to dual mine it, you'd be in the red because you're losing a little bit of hash rate across both networks, but you're increasing your power a little bit as well. So it just makes sense if you want Caspa or some, directly mining it alone, that'll put you back in that profitability at 9-cent power. But 9 cents we're seeing profitability. Some of the other ones aren't quite there. Ergo's only 1 cent off profitability at 9 cents. So we are seeing an increase slowly come up in profitability. But unlike previous bear markets, it's still not looking that great. 2019, 2018, and so on, we were about, I don't know, 5-10 cent profit on a single GPU at the bottom of the bear market. So here we're kind of moving up a bit and we're still not profitable. And this is due to the fact that Ethereum that just left so much hardware on the networks. Even before the merge happened, we tried pointing out that the end of Ethereum will hurt GPUs worse than a bear market. And this bear market actually didn't drop to the lows that previous ones have hit in terms of dropping from the all-time high. So this in theory is a better bear market than what we actually seen in the past. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen into the next bull run and how profitable GPUs might take. I think, best case scenario, obviously, I think, over $1 a GPU would be awesome, but I really don't know if we're going to hit those levels. I think best case scenario, or, just under best case, is maybe 70 to 80 cents would be the next best case at the peak. That's if you sell at the peak of the next bull run, because it's going to be really crazy. Now remember, Flux halving is coming up, and that's going to affect this quite a bit. Now I know they're saying for nodes and stuff, just double up your Flux. So obviously it's an encouragement to buy more Flux to help the price go up, but it's I don't even know. Like if I had free power, I don't even know if I'd mine it, honestly, because look at it. Where is what we got here? Calculate. Where's Flux? Where did I keep jumping over it? Look at this. So it went up a little bit now, actually, guys. It's at 27. Before the stream, it was actually at 25. So we're at 27 cents now. If you had free power, 12 cents on a 3070 negative if you had that. But remember, after the halving goes through, it's going to be cut in half. So that means on free power, you're going to be getting like, I don't know what, 13.5 cents. 13.5 cents on a full solar setup, free power per GPU. That's crazy. Now, if I had free power, what would I do? I come into here, I put a cost of 0. I would calculate this. And what's going to make me the most? Cortex. I'd mine Cortex. Why would I mine Cortex? Because it's giving me 34 cents on a single GPU. That's better than 13 cents at Flux. At that point, you would just convert that into something like Flux or Ergo or Rio or whatever the heck coin you want. But if I had free power or very cheap power, I would go with whatever the heck is paying me the most amount. And that looks like that would be Cortex right now on a 3070, making you 34 cents. So that's what I do. But yeah, it's not looking good. Like free power mining, like a CPU after, like, let's have a look at this. Look at this. Not that one. Not that one. Let's come into here. Let's just compare. Let's go into crypto. We're going to go into mining, CPU mining calculator. Open that up. Engage. Uh-oh. I blew up. Just kidding. Blue screen of death on the website. So I'm going to come in. Look at the 7950X. This thing's awesome. Beast. Very efficient. I think Avian has some issues right there. That's not correct. But look at Diro. Look at this. After power at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. $1.11 after power on a CPU. $1.11. That's more than 4 or 5 current 3070s altogether with free power. And this is after power at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. We got 37 cents on Panda Night. We got Bitorium at 33 cents. Like this is still more after power than a GPU is with free power. So, a lot of people said, why am I building CPUs before the ETH merge and stuff? Well, there's why. I did the numbers. I looked at these things and CPUs look like a better option over GPUs. And it looks like so far it's still becoming that better option. But that's just me. I suppose a lot of huge farms are still on standby. Yeah, that's another thing you got to keep in mind. A lot of people are just shut down, waiting. So there's a lot of hash rate that's still sitting there because everyone's like, GPU mining, it'll pick up. It'll be awesome again. We're going to get $14 days. I highly doubt it. Not happening forever. But, it might happen again in the future. But, I really, like I said, I believe the coins we have right now, they're great. They're all awesome coins. Like, Flux, awesome. Ergo, great potential. These things have potential, but I think they're too young. 2029 bull run will probably be a better way to go about it. But once we start moving into 2029, the GPUs we're going to have out and stuff then makes the current ones we have now, the 3000 series, even maybe the 4000 series, will probably be kind of trashy at that point. That'll be like buying a Polaris card then in terms of efficiency and stuff. They're not going to be very good, and they're going to be getting close to some of their DAG sizes around that 8 GB limit and stuff at that point. So what do you do with that? Who knows? So it's going to be interesting moving forward. So I'm kind of staying out of the GPU game, I think, for a while. We'll have to wait to see what happens in the next bull run for sure. We definitely need something to explode. I'm not saying it won't, but I find it unlikely that a couple coins are going to be able to do half of what Ethereum was paying to its miners, especially with all that hash rate and stuff waiting. Because even if the merge happened at the peak of the last bull run, you probably would have hit break even to possibly negative profitability if it happened at the peak of the last bull run. So that's kind of the things we got to realize here. Take the down vote, take the L. It is over. I might get a couple CPU miners going. It's good to cover your bet stuff. Yeah, and ASICs. I really feel, it's just an evolution of it. FPGAs, ASICs, efficiency. Yes, ASICs are expensive, harder to get into, stuff like that. Especially Bitcoin. I wouldn't buy a Bitcoin miner as a home miner, but I'd look at something like, a script miners or, some KDA miner possibly, and one of those Nervos miners. I know some of you guys have been trying to ramp up production on Nervous, which sounds very interesting. Not too many people talk about CKB too much, but, who knows? Something might, explode there. I wish I had a 12 CPU. I know. Imagine, they don't make those. I wish they would make, multi CPU motherboards. That would be awesome. But I think it would be very hard to do. And it'd probably be huge if they did, because they need all those PCI lanes and they need the RAM to talk to each CPU. And I don't know, it'd be crazy. I believe a $2 to $4 day for GPU profits will be the best. You think we'll get the $2 to $4 per GPU? Yeah, that's thinking GPUs are going to be awesome again. So, let's hope so. We can definitely hope for that. I really don't think we're going to get anything like that, but hey, who knows? Who knows? Who would have thought Ethereum would hit $5,000 Canadian? But who would have thought Ethereum would have done what it did? But remember, it did that because it had so many users on it. So we'll see what happens. All these people buying the BTC USB, you can buy an S9 for cheaper. Mine's quiet and better hash. Solo BTC Lotto, baby. Nice. An S9, yeah. Well, the single one is okay. That's what I mean. 16 watts, it's not going to hurt your power bill at all, ever. But, you start moving into that, you're going to notice that. But yes, when it comes down to the actual hash to watt ratios and efficiencies and stuff, getting an actual older, smaller Bitcoin miner is a better hash to terahash ratio and stuff for sure. Because the USB miners, they're not made for efficiency. They're mostly just made for very little power usage as a whole and some hash rate to potentially hit that lotto, block. A2000 look good. You can buy in bulk at eBay. 250. Nice. Is that for the 6 or the 12 gigabytes or whatever? I probably wouldn't buy 6 gigabyte cards. Well, you could. You never know. If it picks up, you could dump them for make some money off that. So yeah, maybe. But yeah, 250, that's actually not too bad for sure for an A2000. How is Uranus Miner doing? Uranus Miner is doing pretty good. Speaking of Uranus Miner, let's take a look at the Duro pool. How's the Rabid? Oh, we got 2 orphans blocks right there. So how's the Rabid Duro pool doing? We got currently now 155 miners connected with 900 workers. We're at about 131%. That sucks. It's just under 100%. Now it's over 131, but that's based on the past 50 rewards. We got 3.2 mega hash currently on the pool. So awesome. Pool's been doing pretty good past little while. People have been joining. That's great. We may be making $2 a day now with a GP. Yeah, that's very true. Someone's got that right. So that's how I do a lot of my profitability checks and looking into an ASIC and stuff like that, is I kind of guess what did the price hit last bull run, and in theory we should hopefully most of these coins will hit the same price as the previous bull run or maybe even higher. Now remember, some coins might not even hit their previous all-time highs, but that's how I judge my ROIs and stuff. I'm looking at how many coins I'm mining, if I can cover my power price, because I can't afford to pay my power price out of pocket. I do use my crypto. I actually had to use some crypto the other day to cover the mortgage payment and stuff. So I use my crypto a lot. So anyway, when I calculate this, I look at after power and stuff, and I look at convert that to the prices before. And, you know, okay, ROI this. That's the same thing with like the CKB miners and the KDA miners and stuff. Like looking at it right now, you know, obviously, oh, it's like, well, the K7 looks like 180 ROI, depending where you get it right now. 180 day, that's extremely good right now. But if, you know, CKB hits, you know, just under the previous bull run, that's a 13-day ROI. That's crazy fast. But you look at it right now, you're like, oh, it's not worth it. That's too long. That's too long, blah, blah, blah. But when the bull run hits, all of a sudden you're spending 4x the money on a miner because it's making so much, which extends that ROI. And then the hash rates and everything go through the roof, and it just takes longer. So right now, in theory, is the best time to be getting these miners. It's the best time to start stacking them coins, because come the bull run, these miners are going to be like 5x the price of what they currently are now. And people buy them in the bull runs because they're making money, but they won't buy them now because they're not making what they want them to make. So it's kind of a catch-20 there. ROI on an L7 is 420 days. And if it hits in the bull run, you know, that ROI from 420 might drop down to like what? 200 days? 150 days? Example was it? So I was looking over the, was it KD Box Pro? So I had the KD Box Pro when it came out last bull run. So how long have they been out now? About a year or something? I can't remember how long I've had it, but I've mined about 300 coins so far. A little over 300 coins, that little KD Box Pro alone, all by itself. When they came out then, they're about $4,000. Right now, they're only like $300 and some dollars. But if I add that up, and if KDA hits like $23 again, 22, 23, I have over $4,000. It's ROI. If I shut that miner off right now and Kadena goes to, you know, $23 again, it's ROI'd and paid for itself if you bought it in the previous bear run for $4,000. So that's one of the things to look at. It's ROI'd itself right now. You might not think so because, you know, maybe you overpaid $4,000 for it, and Kadena is only over $1 something. But if Kadena does hit that $23, I got enough coins there to cover the complete cost of that miner when it was $4,000 right now. So in theory, it did ROI if Kadena hits $23. So that's how I kind of look at crypto, and I decide, you know, what type of hardware do I want to purchase by doing that. I don't look at today's prices. You look at today's prices, and that's where everyone just gets negative, like, oh, this is too long, that's not going to happen, blah, 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 blah. I got one for $230. Nice. See, look at Little Time Mining got one for $230. So $230. Like how much? Let's just estimation here. So $230. I don't even know how much Kadena that would make in a day right now. You know what? I'm gonna have to. I'll go to my spreadsheet some other time. I can't estimate that off the top of my head. But you know, the ROI on that's probably only gonna be like less than a month. Good day, fellas. I'm filling my bags now during winter. We'll turn GPUs off as soon as spring arrives, offsetting heating bills. See, yeah, that's another way. A lot of people mine due to try to get that extra heat. You know, if you're paying power for it, especially if you have electric heaters, may as well use your rigs and get that little bit of extra income while staying warm. You got to pay that power bill anyway. It's still in the box, brand new. He doesn't even have it set up yet. What? Crazy. So I am working on a video actually for the Mini Doge Pro as well as the KD Box Pro. It was on older firmware, 2.2.1 when I had it, and I finally updated to the 2.2.5, which I don't know when it came out. That's the latest one they have right now. But sadly, it does look like the Pro versions for both the Doge Pro and the KD Pro does not have the efficiency mode. It only has the single hash rate mode. You can't change it. So that sucks, but the Mini Doge does have, the first one does have an efficiency mode. So I guess they didn't bring that into the Pro versions. I don't know why, but they're not there. But anyway, I did working on testing them. And I'm trying to figure out which firmware is actually better in terms of power consumption and hash rate. If it increase, decrease the hash rate, increase, decrease the power, and you know, which one actually is more efficient, which firmware should you use in theory. Now remember, in the end, if something is very wrong or there's a feature you really want with the latest firmware, it's never recommended to even update your firmware in the first place. Just remember, stay away from Shitcoin. Yeah, Shitcoin's bad. Is that even still around? I don't even know. Let's check that. Is Shitcoin still a thing out here. No, there isn't even a sheet. Okay, it's gone. There's no more sheet coin. Sheet coin has gone. La. That's weird. Usually there's still hash on pink chain. But yeah. Little time mine, you still alive? What's going on there? Whoa, I think I have a big delay. I'm gonna refresh my stream here, not destroy it, but I'm refreshing my studio version here because it looks like I had a big delay. If you guys are noticing a delay, hit that refresh button. So now I'm just gonna move my mouse one. Okay, it's about 4-second delay now, so not too bad. I refreshed it, it's good. It looks like I was at like 30-second delay or something. What about the Chia coin? So what do you mean about Chia? Like with the GPU things coming, we kind of was talking about it earlier. You're predicting Nexa is the next rug. Hey, you never know. Well, they got credible devs, so we'll give them that. Bitcoin Cash devs. Now, I don't know which side of the Bitcoin Cash it was. We'll see, but who knows? We have no idea what these coins are. Remember, treat everything like a scam coin, rug pull coin until it proves itself not to be. So sure, yeah, Nexa's new. It's very new. Everyone's trying to get into it, talk about it, but wait a good year or two and see what actually happens with it. Yeah. Rabid coin, yes. Yeah, I haven't done anything with Rabid coin yet, guys. Sorry, I actually kind of forgot about Rabid coin. You can see how good the Rabid coin dev is. I forgot about it. But yeah, so there's no increased progress on that. So far, it's forked from Doge, and that's it. That's all we got. We got a fork going. I didn't download the chain or anything yet, but I am actually working on something. Check this out. Boom. You guys know what this is? Who could tell me? I posted a tweet about it. Some of you guys in Discord know about it. So this, I'm slowly syncing up. It's about 97% of the blockchain, everything downloaded, and I'm only at about 20% of the total sync. So this is a complete from scratch Monero node. So I'm syncing up my own node, getting it rolling. It is linked to my ledger and stuff. And then I'm going to attempt to solo mine some XMR from within my own home node. So that'll be pretty sweet once I get that totally going. What's so god? Any coin that has a few pools is always... Well, it's not going to be a pool. In theory, that'd be a pool. So like actually, you know, how a pool works is you sync the blockchain, you get your node and everything running. And then from there, you make a website and all the stratums, and your node, each node is a separate stratum depending where you're getting it hosted. So in theory, I could call it my own pool, but it's only going to be my own node hanging out here. It's not going to be to the public or anyone to mine on. I'm just going to solo mine to my own node to see if I can smash out an XMR block or not and see what happens. Now, in theory, if I can get an XMR block every 5.5 days, that'll be about 20 USD a day at the current price. Will it happen? Probably not. My estimator when I was solo mining before is saying it's about 12 days per block reward. Like my percentage to hit 100% is about 12 days with my hash rate. I have about 450 to 480 kilohash, so almost half a mega hash of random X Monero hash rate on my CPU farm. So it says about 12 days. So if I get extremely lucky, like last time I hit the node, I did it in 4 hours. I smashed out an XMR node or block in 4 hours once I turned on. I was extremely lucky. Can I do that again? Probably not, but I want to try it on my own node. And I'm debating though, like, because if I don't hit anything within a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to lose money, not be able to cover my power bill. So I really gotta, it's going to be iffy. It's going to be pretty much, I guess, gamble. Yeah, we're going with a gamble here. Sadly, Squid Game coin is bigger than Squid Game. Is it back? Didn't they rug pull like a week after they started, or is that a different one? The Squid Game coin a different one? Are they back? Or because what was it? Squid Game. What was that one that rug pulled? Wasn't that one? Like, it makes zero sense. You know, everyone bought into it. It's crazy. Right after the last Squid Game came out, then the crypto came out. And you could buy the coin up, no problem, but there's nowhere to sell it. You couldn't get rid of it. They say you had to use it to play their games. Yeah, everyone was all into it. Then they rug pulled the crap out of everyone. So is it back or is there a new one? Ipollo game got to be strong for Monero. I was running a Monero node when I first started mining until calculated the time to hit a block, 83 years. Hey, can you blah, blah. 3-year-old node, does it tell you? Can it calculate it, or you just mentally did it yourself on how long it would take? That's what I want. I don't think it's not going to give me any of those stats unless I like set up a complete pool dashboard, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to run it there in the background, point the stuff to the IP, and then start mining. I'm not going to go through all that. And then hopefully that's another thing too, though, is like, it's like going to be the tester to see if my node's actually working. If I actually find a block and it gives me the rewards, that means my node is working. Now there's 2 ways to run it as well. There's 2 ports to forward. Now one, you can have it a completely private node, but in theory, you know, you want to run nodes. It helps decentralization. It helps the network. But if you're not publicly releasing your node to the public, then you're not helping the network at all. All it is becoming your own single mining pool. And you're not really, all that's there is your hash rate. You're not helping the network in terms of the node itself, unless you start opening 2 certain IP ports. Now, one port is just to allow, transactions and stuff to go through, which is a great help. It's like a half public node. And then full opening is a little more riskier. And whenever you're opening ports, remember, you could always risk the chance of being attacked by somebody or something. But the XMR network is constantly being watched and things like that. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but there's always a chance that it could happen. But fully opening it up, then other people's wallets, you can use it and everyone can use it to sync their wallets up and so on. So that's full contribution to the network. I don't know how I really want to run it yet, because I'm not going to have it on all the time. I'm running it within a B-Link little box there. So, you know, on that node, I have like, you know, sometimes I run my Diro node, sometimes I'll run the XMR node. I have multiple nodes all installed within that little mini box there. So I can't run everything at the same time, or it just won't be able to support multiple nodes on it. Based on the info I see at the top of the page, should squigging is exactly like Pink Chain. After it was left dead, the community was left to pick it back up. So yeah, I don't understand that. It's like they tried to be nice about rug pull. Like I saw that message with Pink Chain. They're like, oh, sorry guys, something yada yada yada. We have to whatever. If anyone wants to please take over, please feel free to do so. It's like they nicely said, thank you for all your money. We're out of here. Bye. Like, why would someone pick that up? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's almost as smart as what that new FTX CEO is saying. You guys heard about that one, huh? Hey guys, guess what? FTX, yeah, that's our other CEO. He stole all you guys' cash. But I'm going to start the exchange back up. Let's go. Who's going to put their money back in there other than clueless people? And the sad thing is people are going to again. And it's sad times. You can run Raven nodes, but you don't get paid. Yeah, a lot of the nodes, you don't get anything for them. Like the chains aren't set up for that incentive, but nodes are there to help with the decentralization and help prevent attacks. So I remember when Ravencoin, what was it? It wasn't even that big of an event. It was before the ETH merge. Was it a halving on something? I can't remember, but something was happening on Ravencoin where the people there in their Discord is like, everyone hurry up and start building nodes. We need help ASAP because hash rate is probably going to come in and something. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a halving off something else. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it was before the Ethereum merge. And I was like, if they're worried about this now, what the heck are they going to do after the merge? Like, because that was the mentality I was thinking going into it. So I can't remember what that event was. Something was happening though, where it could have caused a bunch more hash rate on there. And they were concerned about the network. How to mine Dynex. Dynex is a very interesting coin. I tried it for a bit and then I tried it and I am still trying to figure out how it actually works. Now it is super efficient, doesn't use much power. It's slightly profitable, but not super profitable. So what do you do with a coin like that? I don't know. It's interesting. The way it mines, like it's kind of on Kryptonite. And then I thought, okay, you know, Kryptonite, that's a CPU thing. GPUs don't perform as well, but then it sounds like it has a mixture of stuff in it to make it not really a CPU coin. It's more of a GPU coin. So like, I can look into it sometime here in the future about that coin, but yeah, I have mined it a bit in the past for sure, but it's interesting. Good thing Panda ain't here. Wait, is Panda on it? There he is. There he is. Panda showed up. Retro. Do say that coin, please. What? That was the great hash rate migration. Oh yeah, that's right. 2720 crypto. That's what it was. It was the great hash rate migration. That's what got Ravencoin so concerned. That's right. That's exactly what it was. I remember. That's hilarious. few people get together to try to move hash rate to see what it looks like, and Ravencoin was scared and tried to promote everyone to pump up their nose ASAP. And like, so I didn't understand what was going on. It's like they're scared of that, but they didn't really do anything when it came to the merge, which is weird. What do we got? RabidMining so far to testing with 2 XBuy 3070 rigs. I'm pretty close together. ZIL on Crazy Pool and Sharp Pool so far in 11 hours, 10 ZIL each rig thus far. Interesting. So 8 3070, 2 3070 rigs, 8 of them. How much hash rate is that in what's it called? In terms of 8 3070s. That's about 61 mega hash each, right? 61 times 8. So 488 mega hash. All right. 62, yeah. All right, we'll see what happens. So it sounds like Shard Pool might be okay. We'll see what happens when Panda's done his tests. Good morning, Panda. I'm out in the hustle. Golden Wolf, Budweiser, no Bing Chemical, mining, filtering some stuff. You need to get your other 2x 83070 rigs so you can have 4 rigs on 4 different pools. Yeah, need them all out there. We need every pool tested. That's the only way to properly test, right? Is exact same amount of hash rate on every single pool at the exact same time. But we'll see. Budweiser, no being chemical. So actually, let's go into, do I still have ZIL and everything here? Kind of run through all that. ZIL. Reports. So I haven't been on ZIL for a while, so we're just gonna go in more, and even more. And there we're starting to get into some rewards. So when was this? November. Is that November 12th or is that December 11th? I don't know how to read this. Anyway, one of the two. So we got ZIL rewards. So we got 18, 17, 18, 12, 12, 17, 20, 18, 20, 21. This is with all my Ipollos. And then we move on to, let's go to the old Flexi here. So 18 to whatever. ZIL, engage, rewards. All right, so we got 9.6. That's probably when I first started. 16.9, 14.5. You guys can't really see that. Sorry. 14, 17, 12, 13, 15, 15, 16, 15, 17, 16, 18, 16, whatever. So on. Best day ever, 18.8. Now we are at, which one is it? ZIL, engage, look up, rewards. So last 24 hours, I'm at 33. Last 3 days. Last 3 days is 115 ZIL in 3 days. That took me over a week to hit that. Now I did it in 3 days. We last 7 days, I'm at 130. And then we got, what do we got here? Let's go to miners last month. So here we have, when I first started, 22, a day of 36, 41. When we started the stream, remember we started the stream up, I was at what, 20 something? We missed that one ZIL round. The next one's in 18 minutes. I'm at the 30. So far we're at 30 ZIL for today already. So it's shooting up. We're still only like halfway through the day. Actually, we're probably farther. I don't know when their day time actually starts, but I'm seeing massive increase here over what I was using. So it'll be interesting. So Shard Pool, according to Panda, though, is looking pretty on par. So we'll see what goes on there. I'm waiting for his results as well. Just like all you guys, we're on edge, waiting. Where do we point our ZIL hash rate? For the life of me, I cannot connect to ZIL or FLUX Pool. Really? With your GPU rigs? Interesting. Which miner? What's going on? Because I had mine. I had the Nexa plus ZIL working on BZ miner with GPUs. Oh yeah, never. You know it. Yeah. Interesting. But then wait, that was Crazy Pool. I didn't try my GPUs on Flex or ZIL, so maybe I don't know. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I never tried those two pools actually with my GPU, so maybe there's something going on. Yeah, good call. Yeah, I don't know why it's a miner farm. Good morning, Rasa. Who's Rasa? Oh, there, Kyle. What's going on, Kyle? Good morning. Everyone says. You are silicon rich. I don't know what anyone else says. I have Ergo and ZIL running at present on my PC. Awesome. So yeah, I also started my crypto mining expansion. I got my 30-sec. I got the meter set up on my 30 amp. I got the wires and everything ran. I don't have them into my panel yet. So once that's done, I will have two 30 amps. So I'm pumped for that. I remember watching Panda back in the day where he was running he had two 30 amps. I remember watching. I was still running off 120 volt. I didn't even have a 30 amp at the time. And he's rocking his 230 amps, 240 volts. I'm just like, oh, that'd be so awesome. I wish. And I got my first 30 amp. And I finally got up to a capacity. I'm slightly over. So now I finally get into my second one. I'm like, yes, I'm getting close to where Panda was like 4 years ago. So like, we're almost there. A couple more years, I'll be at 400 amps too. Awesomeness. Yeah, now you need to wire 8 more 30 amps. That's awesome. That's a lot of power. That's nice. That's wicked. That's a wicked setup you got going on there. Sweet. Miner's dreams, huh? Are amp miners S9s worth buying? Depends on your power price. For me, I would say no. No. S9s are not worth buying. They're cheap, but they're not profitable. They're not that efficient compared to the newer miners. If you're looking for a true BTC miner, you know, it'd be the S19s, S19 Pros, S19Js. They're the most efficient Bitcoin miners out there. You want efficiency when you come to these things, especially Bitcoin. And again, if you're at 2-cent power, then it probably doesn't matter because the S9s are very cheap. But, you know, anyone as a residential miner, you know, 10 cents, 11-cent power, whatever, plus, you really got to look at the efficiency. And the key to crypto mining is efficiency. You want the highest hash to watt ratios you can possibly find, especially in these bear markets, so that you can do that. Unless, well, if you're like me, like maybe you pay out of pocket. If you pay out of pocket, it might be a little different story. But if you actually use your crypto to cover power and stuff, then, you know, efficiency is top priority. And that's what I look at. I want to learn the way of stacking ZIL from Ledger, like Red Panda video. Stacking ZIL from Ledger. Yeah, I didn't hook my. That's one thing. You got to use that third-party wallet. I didn't do that. I did set up, like I said, my Monero node is syncing up right now. I did link the Monero GUI wallet to my Ledger. I also linked the CKB wallet to the Ledger because you need the third-party application. So I imagine ZIL is probably the same type of operation, but yeah, I don't know. I never actually looked into ZIL. I should do that actually, is get my Ledger hooked to that. If you got a Ledger and you have coins that are supported on the Ledger, you should probably fire everything you possibly can to your Ledger and then hope no one hacks you or steals your seed phrase or something. But yeah, that's what I do. Anything that I have that is supported on the Ledger, I'm throwing it into a Ledger. Is there any place to go for efficiency ratings for these miners? I don't know if it, well, usually when they post them, they say joules per whatever when Bitmain does theirs and stuff. But the best thing to do would just be, I guess, find the miner, take the hash rate that it's saying it's supposed to do, divide that by its power and see what the terahash to watts or whatever it is. It's probably more of a manual thing, but in the end, it'll help you and it'll pay off because it comes down to the efficiency. I don't know if there's an actual dedicated website that shows the most efficient miners in order or not. I'm not sure. ASIC miner value seems decent, at least as a guideline. Yeah, ASIC miner value, yeah, for sure. It's definitely a website to use. ASIC miner value, engage. Oh crap, Panda has a stream in 1 minute. Don't you? Panda's supposed to be streaming in 1 minute. Yeah, so you can come into here. Let's take, you know, L7 for example. We're gonna whop in here. You can see 9.5 gigahash at 3425 watts. So 3,425 watts. So, you know, quick. I like to actually go megahash because when you go in gigahash, it's kind of mess things up. So if I come into here and I actually go into my let's go to hash power calculator. We're gonna go 9.5 gigahash. There you go. So now we have 9,500 megahash, which I guess I could just figured out in my head. That's a pretty basic number. But we have 9,500 megahash. So you get more decibel points in terms of figuring out the hash rate or whatever. So we got 9,500 megahash. We're going to divide that by 34. 25. Now I cannot confirm or deny if this is the actual power consumption because I don't have one. So we're going to enter that. That is 2.77 hash to watt ratio of the L7. So let's just take a look. 2.77. So we got 2.77 mega hash to watt. So it gets 2.7 mega hash per watt. Now let's just compare that for an example. We're going to go to what's another script miner. You know what? The other L7 versions are very good to look at. So let's take this, for example. Look at the L7, 9.3 gigahash. This will be a prime example. We're going to convert this to mega hash here. They're just selling you their crappier chips to make more money. This is less efficient. You can already tell it's using the same amount of power, but a lower hash rate. But what does that compare in terms of mega hash to watt? So here we're going to go 9,300, divide that by 3425. And we can see it's actually not too bad here at the other one was 2.77 mega hash per watt. This is 2.715. So it's fairly close, but you can see the efficiency difference in mega hash compared to the other one. This one is obviously a less efficient miner. So that's one way you can kind of, I guess, calculate how they do. Where's my buttons? There we go. Well, maybe migrate to cheap power. Yeah, cheap power is a thing. I pay mine out of pocket at present. Okay, yeah, some people do that. Some people definitely do that because, you know, in theory, crypto is going to go up. So you are going to be able to be profitable in the future if you are able to cover that out of power. That's a very great game plan moving forward. Some of you miners, like myself, I can't afford to mine out of pocket. I have to use my crypto or I just won't be able to mine. So for me, I do have to run that efficiencies and I do use that crypto to cover the power costs and then some. I also use that crypto every time the power bill comes once a month. Internet bill and everything comes in there. So my power, internet bill, and whatever, you know, all comes off of that crypto. So technically, I guess I'm paying a little more in power because I got to add in the internet bill and stuff. But at the same time, I'm using my earnings, and as a business, it's all coming in, and then it's also being displaced kind of as, I guess, business expenses. So that's kind of how it works is on the tax thing as well. I pay mine out of pocket. Each word of the seed phrase essentially just has 0 or a 1. The word length means nothing, and the words are reused for everyone in different orders, and many words aren't used. 12 volt DC, you'll save money. So I was actually talking, I don't know if Panda's not here anymore. So I was talking to a company, and they're like, oh yeah, let's take a look at some solar stuff and crypto mining and so on, but they won't send me anything for free. So that sucks. But they said they give me a discount. I was like, okay, awesome. They're going to give me free shipping and a 20% discount. I was like, it's still kind of expensive. I can't do it. And they're like, well, we can maybe even give you a bigger discount. And then that. So I'm trying to negotiate some solar stuff that I can see how well it'll work for mining. So that's a work in progress as well. But so far I'm at, working on a bigger discount with free shipping. So we'll see. The higher the cost of your power, the shorter the break-even time, though, unless you're getting on solar panel prices in the UK. Yeah, that's probably, I bet you the UK probably inflated their solar panel prices because, they'll say it's inflation and whatever else and demand, but we really know what's going on. There's more demand and they just want more money. You can DIY solar panels with old CDs. They're silicone. If you ever need new CDs, the blue ones, the thrift store buys them. A miner rig at present is only mining Raptorium. None of the GPUs are mining. My 2 PCs are mining 1 GPU in each. Interesting. Awesome. What else we got there? Any other questions, guys? What do we have? 1204. Yeah, I do believe Panda is live, guys. So maybe we should check him out. This was a lot of fun, exciting stuff. But let me just have a look-see here. YouTube. Let's check out Red Panda Mining. Is he live here? Crypto Pumping. There's me. Oh yeah, there he is. I have to pause it so I don't get a copyright. Pause. So Panda is live here. He has 99 viewers. I don't know if I can do a raid or not. Let me check. Before we all head over there, hold on. I gotta see if I can do crazy stuff. I don't know if he opened me up to it. Where is the button? Add fundraiser? No. Don't want to add fundraiser. Trailer, redirect. Search videos, search Your videos, search videos from other channels. Let's see, Red Panda Mining. Modify your search. Red Panda Mining. 109 hanging, yeah. Oh, he didn't give me permission. He has me blocked. Panda blocked me. He just didn't give me permission to do so. All right, guys. So head on over to Red Panda stream. We'll do a Rabid raid. We've been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. We'll be back tomorrow for our Q&A, so be sure to show up for that. All right, guys. So thank you for coming out. Panda raid. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.